Harvey Weinstein's trial is so boring to me, it's ridiculous. I just lock him up and throw away the key. I am bored. But apparently it's a big deal to you. It's on the front page of all the newspapers today. This is the most important thing that people are talking about. So instead of talking about it myself, I called in my attorney friend, Midwin Charles. Yay! Go ahead, Midwin. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, I do want it from a legal perspective. Why should we care? Like, lock him up.
You know what, we should care because we should all care about the process, right? We should all care about what happened, the evidence, and what have you. You have two accusers, right? You have one woman.
I thought there were 80.
There were 80, and this is a very good point. There were 80, but only 2 accusers right now are dealing with the trial. You have one woman who we don't know who she is. She's an aspiring actress. In 2013, she says that Harvey Weinstein forcibly raped her. The second accuser, Mimi Halle, says that he physically overpowered her and forced himself on her in 2006. Exactly. He is looking at, if he's convicted, totally, he could be spending the rest of his life in jail.
Now, is that because of the years that he could get, or is that because of his age? Because he's 67.
No, it's the years he can get. One of the charges, so there are 5 charges in total. Predatory sexual assault, rape in the 1st degree, rape in the 3rd degree, criminal sexual act in the 1st degree. Now, that predatory sexual assault carries a sentence of 10 years to life.
Okay.
He may not get it. He may not get it, but that's exactly what's happening.
He might not get it here in New York, because I heard that that he's got to go to the court several different places. Like, he's been doing this.
And that's a good point. He's
allegedly.
8 women have come forward in Los Angeles.
Oh.
About 11 have come forward in London.
Now say.
He's going to be spending quite a lot of money when you're talking about legal fees. But to answer your question about the 80 women, right? 80 women have come forward. 80 women, but only 2 on trial right now. And the reason why only 2, 1, the prosecutors decided just not to prosecute one of the cases. 2, a lot of women don't want to have to go through a trial like this. I mean, if you think about it, you have to relive the trauma. It's very scary. He's a media mogul. He's wealthy. The attention is just a lot. And also what prosecutors do, if they're really good prosecutors, is they pick the cases that they think they can really prove. Okay. They pick the cases where there's enough evidence. They pick the cases where the victim is willing to participate and the victim is credible when she gets on the stand.
Oh, so what's his defense?
His defense is what I call the ew defense. His defense is basically that these women took a long time to come forward, so we shouldn't believe them. That's 1. Ugh. 2, these women also continued to communicate with him after
I heard that there are a bunch of text messages. When will they release those text messages?
You know, I don't know if they're going to release those text messages.
Between Harvey and the girls.
That's right. That's right. And I'm guessing during the trial, some of them may come out, absolutely. Oh. But what I think is brilliant with this prosecution, what they're doing, is they're going to have an expert, a psychotherapist who's going to testify about why it is that victims of sexual assault take so long to come forward, right?
I don't even think
the mind frame is different.
The mind, yeah.
You know, and this particular expert, Barbara Ziv, also testified at the Bill Cosby trial.
Let me ask you about the jury selection, though, because I heard the jury is, wait, how many people are on a jury? 12?
12.
Well, I heard 7 of them are white men.
No, 6 white men, 1 black guy, so 7 men total.
Okay.
5 women.
So, but this is a white man's world. Just saying. So he might get off.
And only 2 white women, which is interesting because the attorneys battled it out during jury selection because, as you can imagine, the demographic that he has assaulted is white women. And so if you are the prosecutor, you want a lot of white women on the jury. If you're the defense, you don't want. And guess what ended up happening? Only 2 white women on that jury. So it'd be interesting to see what the outcome is. But at the end of the day, when you're talking about jury selection...
But all of them have to vote guilty.
That's right. It has to be
every
unanimous.
last one.
Every single last one. Every single last one. And what...
All right, brother, come through.
And what, you know... And what the attorneys want when they pick the jury is they want a jury that is persuadable. They want a jury who's going to keep an open mind, listen to all the evidence, and come to a decision at the end of the trial.
So none of us would ever qualify for jury. We're so judgmental.
Well, you know who didn't qualify? Supermodel Gigi Hadid.
I heard, and she didn't protest it. Like, is she going to be a part of the jury?
She is not. She is not. She's not an alternate. She was not chosen at all because during the jury selection process, they asked her whether she knew Harvey Weinstein, and she was like, yeah.
Oh.
So not only does she know him, she also knows a potential witness who is Salma Hayek. So she was struck from the jury.
All right, and I'm not giving any sympathy to the cane, the walker, the holding on to people. I mean, I know he just got back surgery. He looks older than Bill Cosby, and he's only 67. Plus, I think a lot of that is dramatic effect.
It is. It is.
Yes.
It's dramatic effect. It's not going to fly. I mean, we all know Harvey Weinstein as a media mogul, a powerful man, a rich man, a kingmaker. I mean, this guy, like, he was printing out Oscars. You know what I mean? Like, he just, whatever he touched turned to gold.
Yeah.
That's his reputation. So this whole Johnny-come-lately, I'm sick, you know, I have a walker, it's not going to work. It's not convincing.
This is why I like for you to be here. Now, you heard it from the legal eagle, Midwin Charles, everybody. Thank you, Midwin.
Thank you.
Up next, everybody, the hottest celebrity hair trends. Don't go far.